leading the nation in school communications, award-winning D93 News starts now.
Hello and welcome to D93 News, presented by Idaho Farm Bureau. Our top story this week comes from the incredible D93 Fundraiser that is put on each year by the Teton Auto Group.
This year set a record with over $100,000 being raised to help students right here in D93. If you're new to the area, the fundraiser works like this. The Teton Auto Group raffles off a vehicle with each raffle ticket costing $10. The winning ticket is drawn at halftime of the Civil War football game. This year's winner is a family with deep D93 ties.
We were watching Facebook Live at our house. And so my son was actually at the ball game. And of course we were excited for the Bees to play because we're a Bee family. But anyway, we were just watching at home and I said to my husband, oh, it's halftime. We should probably check and see if we won anything because we had donated to the Hope Squad for Bonneville High School.
Wow. And then your reaction when you...
My husband didn't believe it at first. And I was like, we won. And I was just jumping up and down and I got all sorts of text messages and phone calls from other D93 members of the community. So.
That's so cool, and they were watching it on our live feed, so it's good that people are watching that, I guess. Yeah. And this is also pretty cool and for a great cause. Rimrock Elementary recently introduced an exciting new program called Watch Dogs. DOGS stands for Dads of Great Students.
Now, this program provides positive male role models for students, demonstrating by their presence that education is important. Meanwhile, dads provide extra sets of eyes and ears to enhance school security, reduce bullying, and provide a greater sense of campus safety, allowing students and teachers to focus on learning and instruction. They launched the program with a Donuts with Dads night.
Love that. Now, for the third straight year, Idaho State University and the College of Eastern Idaho joined the Idaho Commission on Hispanic Affairs to host a Hispanic Youth Leadership Summit.
Now, this event is geared towards students in grades 7 through 12, and the event is open to all students. Students attending this event engaged in exciting, interactive, hands-on, and STEM-related breakout sessions, and this enhanced their leadership skills and were inspired by a keynote speaker.
We love keynote speakers. D93 is always well represented at this conference, and dozens of scholarships were awarded to students right here in D93. And now it's time for our IRAC Health Minute presented by Eastern Idaho Regional Medical Center.
ADD, or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, is a fairly common thing for children who are struggling in school. It is not the only thing that can cause that. You can have learning disabilities or certain developmental disabilities that can also affect a child's performance in school. And so it's important to be able to tease out if this is just an attention issue or more of a lack of ability. As far as when you should start to wonder or worry about if your child does have troubles with their attention or ADHD, that often can be brought up to you by a teacher being worried about their school performance. It is easier to notice those that have some hyperactivity along with it because it's more in your face. They're moving and running and disruptive, but those that just struggle with attention sometimes go unnoticed for a longer time. There are several different ways to approach treatment for ADHD, and oftentimes we'll use a combination of those. But first and foremost, we use behavioral modification, trying to minimize distractions and things that will help them pay more attention. Second, medications can be used, occupational therapy can be used, and then counseling. So if your child is struggling in school, or you know they can do something, but they just don't seem like they're being able to learn like you know they should, then that would be a great time to meet with your pediatrician and have some evaluations done.
ADD, ADHD, I think that came into popularity or being diagnosed, when we were going to school. But we're seeing a lot of it, and you know this through your own family.
I do. I have two kids that have ADD, and it was a tough diagnosis. There's a lot you have to do to get diagnosed with that. But once they were diagnosed and was able to get the help that they needed, it was a game changer on behavior, on grades, on home life. Everything was changed.
Just getting that treatment.
Just getting the diagnosis and getting the treatment. Absolutely.
Awesome. And of course, you can get more information by visiting IRAC. Well, that's going to do it for us.
We'll see you next time on D93 News.